Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Indian culture and tradition is bestowed with a galaxy of stars who excelled in performing arts. Stars are innumerable in every art form. Many of these doyens enchanted and mesmerized generations of connoisseurs and common men alike, who in turn passed on their talents and contributions to posterity. Silicon Andhra Music, Performing Arts and Dance Academy, SAMPADA, is an organization which is devoted to promote the traditional art forms of India. Its sacred mission is to preserve and proliferate these unique art forms to the coming generations. As a part of the various events organized by Sampada in promoting cultural and traditional fine art forms of India, this episode is dedicated to one of the greatest maestros of Carnatic music, Sangeeta Kalanidhi Nedunuri Krishnamurthy. This is an earnest offering placed at the feet of the legendary musician and exceptional vocalist that he was.
Nedunuri Krishnamurthy's foremost contribution towards the music world is the setting to tune of about 200 compositions of Annamacharya, the 15th century saint poet of Andhra Pradesh. His unique mellifluous voice mingled seamlessly with the essence of Annamaya's kritis, exalted in the courtyard of Yashoda as he sings Muddugare Yashoda. His bhava-laden music brought forth the intense feelings of Alamelumanga, written on the sensuous lips by the kasturi smeared on Lord Venkateshwara's forehead. Chiguruta dharamuna yedaneda kasturi nindenu. His soulful and exquisite rendering of Nanati Bratuku, Natakamu, tuned by him befittingly in Raga Revati, bared the philosophy of life as nothing but a drama and paved the way to the permanent abode of God. Nedunuri delighted Rasikas with his renderings of Tasharati Sataka Padyalu. He celebrated the exquisite Bhadrachala Ramdasu Kirtanas with his mesmerizing tunes and entwined eternally with the Tarangams of Narayana Tirtha. Nedunuri remained rooted in tradition and proved a fitting heir to the illustrious Shishya Parampara of the distinguished doyen of Carnatic music, Dr. Sripada Pinakapani. Nedunuri, in his impressive career as a top-ranking vocalist, also proved himself as a guru par excellence, leaving us a trail of talented musicians in the form of his illustrious disciples such as Shobha Raju, Balakrishna Prasad, Malladi brothers Sriram and Ravi, Saraswati Vidyarthi, Dr. Sheshulata, Dr. Neeta Chandrasekhar, Sharada Subramaniam, Chaitanya brothers, Akundi Srinivasa Rajarao, Lahari, Srinidhi, Lalita Chandrasekhar, Yamuna Raman, Vinay Sharva, Vikas Munukutla, and many others. He has left an indelible mark as a true guru in the field of Carnatic vocal tradition. A voice whose melody haunts you forever. A voice which is unforgettable and permanently etched in your mind and heart. The voice of Nedunuri Krishnamurthy makes you crave for more and more.
Ramaya Ninu Nammina Janula Nirakarincha Taguna Ramaya.
10th October 1927, Kottapalli village in East Godavari district, the home of Shri Nedunuri Ramamurthy Pantulu and Srimati Vijayalakshmi. At 13, Nedunuri Krishnamurthy impressed Dwaram Venkataswamy Naidu, the principal of Maharaja's Music College at Vijayanagaram, with his vocal and instrumental perfection. During his music classes, Dwaram Narasimha Rao encouraged Nedunuri to sing as he himself accompanied him on the violin. By the time he reached his 18th year, Nedunuri was qualified enough to perform vocal concerts. Impressed by Nedunuri's exponential growth, Padma Bhushan Dr. Sripada Pinakapani accepted him as his disciple. Truly, Nedunuri regaled audiences in his inimitable and exceptional style. Accompanied by Nedunuri's voice, journeyed through the starlit skies. Nedunuri had immense respect for the great composers. In spite of reaching the pinnacle of heights in music, Nedunuri never forgot his roots. We bow before the great veteran Nedunuri, who expounded the beauty of the innumerable kirtanas. Padma Bhushan Dr. Sripada Pinakapani accepted him as his disciple.
The captivating voice of Nedunuri flowed in tandem with the currents of the classical Carnatic music. Nedunuri's voice touched the feet of the celestial gods in reverence and reached the peaks of comprehension and interpretation of the great saint composers and Vagayakaras. His voice captured both the sensuous and devotional strains of the hymns with unparalleled skillful felicity. His unique voice touched the heart's innermost chord and left the listeners amazed by the sheer sensitivity and ingenuity of the tone. A voice which is a marvel is undoubtedly God's gift.
After efficiently working as a music teacher in Vijayawada, Secunderabad, Vijayanagaram, and Tirupati music colleges, Nedunuri went on to become the Dean of the Arts Departments and Chairman of Board of Studies in Sri Venkateshwara and Nagarjuna University, and bestowed reverence to the posts. Later, he worked as a member of the Audition Board in the Department of Music, Akashavani. He was also conferred honorary professorship by Andhra University. Ornamentation or gamakas in his voice were sculpted effortlessly from the depth of his heart. Guided by the knowledge of Shruti and Swara, his magical voice remains fresh and everlasting. His melodious voice floats in the air across the universe and leaves a soothing fragrance embracing the essence of more than 1,000 kritis.
Yamaya Rama Brahmendra Dula Gunaina Yamaya Rama Brahmendra Dula Gunaina.
Nedunuri was a recipient of many awards and titles. Some of the coveted titles bestowed on him are Asthana Vidwan by Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam and Kalanirajanam by the government of Andhra Pradesh, Kopparapu Sodarula Puraskaram, and the title of Sangeeta Kalanidhi by the Madras Music Academy. Another important milestone worth mentioning here is that it was none other than the Pitamaha of Carnatic music, Shemmangudi Srinivas Iyer, who proposed Nedunuri's name for the prestigious title of Sangeeta Kalanidhi, and the world-renowned Bharat Ratna Srimati M.S. Subbhalakshmi seconded the proposal. Nedunuri received the title of Sangeeta Kalanidhi in 1991 in the august presence of the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Selvi Jayalalitha. Indeed, a historic event in the records of Madras Music Academy.
The description of the celestial figure Syama Sundara, the praise of Krishna's musical tunes, Annamaya's most exceptional compositions, the ardent devotion of Ramadasu for Lord Rama, the offerings in the form of songs at the feet of Goddess Saraswati, all these and more were given a unique touch by Nedunuri, a devotion so intoxicating, a voice so captivating, expressing sensitive emotions, targeting the hearts of the listeners, gently ferrying the audience to lands far away where gods reside. Truly, Nedunuri regaled audiences in his inimitable and exceptional style. Blessed are the people who heard him live.
How Lalgudi Jayaraman politely refrained from playing after Nedunuri delineated a spellbounding Kapiraga in the Krishnagana Sabha. Later, when asked by Nedunuri, Jayaraman smiled and said that he deemed it unwise to perform as Nedunuri had reached the highest pinnacle of Kapiraga and there was nothing left for him to illustrate. The most celebrated Mridangam Vidwan, Palghat Mani Iyer, asserted in good humor that he is always ready to play ahead of Nedunuri but not after. The greatness and long-lasting effect of Nedunuri's voice on the audience is revealed in these anecdotes.
Nedunuri sits still in a holy stance, ready to perform a Swarayagya, a meditative pose which invites the flow of the 7 sacred letters and the multitude of tunes they form. From the top of the hills and the depths of the oceans, from the mysterious universe beyond, leaves the audience longing for more. Startled from their meaningless existence, the chords of the heart come alive. Accompanied by Nedunuri's voice, journey through the starlit skies, through the celestial paths, across the universe, and traverse the paths hitherto unknown and unaccomplished alone. A trance broken when stillness reigns. What a voice, what a journey.
In the year 1973, when Nedunuri Krishnamurthy was the principal of Secunderabad Music College, he was invited by Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam on a deputation for 4 years. Sri Kamisetti Srinivasulu requested him to compose the tunes for Annamaya's compositions. A delay occurred due to unforeseen conditions. Sri Kamisetti met him again and analyzed the Sankirtanas. That acted as magic and resulted in the tuning of the composition Yemako Chiguruta Dharamuna Yedaneda Kasturi Nindenu Bhamini Vibunaku Rasina Patrika Kadukada in Raga Tilang. Nedunuri went on to compose tunes for 108 Sankirtanas. Once, Nedunuri recollected with immense pleasure the fact that Bharat Ratna Srimati M.S. Subbalakshmi mentioned that she truly enjoyed singing the compositions tuned by him, namely Bhavamulona Bhahyamunandunu Cheri Yashodaku, Nanati Bratuku, Natakamu, and Okapari Kokapari Voyaramai.
Nedunuri is a gem of perfection, a diamond of rare hue. His voice, an enigmatic mantra that reassures the listeners and restores peace. In truth, it is a form of meditation to listen to Nedunuri. It is a road that leads to a magical experience. It is the spring season, the season of birth. It is a cathartic experience which absolves all sins and restores life. Nedunuri had immense respect for the great composers. He showed great reverence for Saint Tyagaraja. He said that every word uttered by Tyagaraja is the name of Rama. Tyagaraja was blessed with Nada Yoga, and his music united him with Rama.
Nedunuri defined music as the culmination of colossal science and infinite art into an intense study of sound. He stated that music must be learnt through a guru. He was an ardent promoter of the traditional Guru-Sishya Parampara. He strongly believed that music and literature are the foundations of our traditional society.
In spite of reaching the pinnacle of heights in music, Nedunuri never forgot his roots. In front of his guru, he would forget his stature, notwithstanding the fact that he himself was a guru to many outstanding disciples. The bond between a guru and Sishya retains its purity and sanctity regardless of age or generation gaps. Accepting the words of Guru, following the path of Guru.
అవును అది
చూసారా సొరులెల్లరు వినుదిశేయ సొరుచిరవద్యములు సొరులెల్లరు వినుదిశేయ సురుచిరవద్యములు
These are the sentiments to be imbibed by one and all on the auspicious birth anniversary celebrations of Sadguru Nedunuri Krishnamurthy, a deserving tribute to a great personality in Carnatic music. It is the vision of SAMPADA to continue to feature creative arts that transcend the man-made borders and to support them by providing a platform to perform. It is a fervent prayer that every household should become Goddess Saraswati's abode, an offering of prayer to the God Almighty, who has given an opportunity to Sampada to celebrate the birth anniversary of this great legend. We bow before the great veteran Nedunuri, who expounded the beauty of the innumerable Kirtanas with the blessings of Annamaya, Ramadasu, and other saintly Vagyakaras, who were the creators of this abundant wealth of music and literature in the form of hymns. In bringing together the disciples of Sri Nedunuri Krishnamurthy to offer tributes to the magical voice of their revered Guru are to be commended. The hard work put in by Sri Deenababu Kundubhatla and his team in making this event a stupendous success is commendable and gratifying. May the blessings of Goddess Sharada and the sanctification of the great Vagyakaras result in the spread of Nedunuri Krishnamurthy's musical prowess. Shubham.
తగతే తాహతజం తతజం తకతజం దజం దండం తరుం తకిట్ట తాకుధనా కుతరే కుతజే కుతతత్తాహతజం